Expedition Online is supporting some amazing organizations this year, including Martha's Table, a local DC charity that's very close to my heart, and the Susanville Symphony, which is a local Susanville charity very close to Coach's heart, as well as some other really incredible charities. So to donate, click the link below.
Wardrobe, someone get makeup in here. We're about to go live. Expedition Online, Season 5.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to day 11 of Expedition Online. My name is Jessica Martin from Season 1, and with me in the commentators booth is John Schneidman from Season 4. How you doing, Schneidman?
Great! I'm doing great. Excited for another crazy night of Expedition Online. Last night was interesting. Do we want to recap that a little bit?
Oh, we sure do. So Robbie had a great blindside set up on Jack, and it didn't work because it got shared with Lady K.
Why? Anybody watching this who wants to play Expedition Online in the future, if you are down in the numbers and the one person who's thrown you a life raft tells you not to do something, you do not do it. How many times do we have to pile our votes on Jack only for him to negate all of them? What is this? Thrice now in the game that this has happened to David and Mike, where they just piled all their votes on Jack and watched helplessly as he was part of voting out one of their allies? I know Mike voted for Lady K, but I would like to hear from them what their goals are. What is our vision of our end game? Because I am missing right now a coherence to their strategy. So that is what I would like to see for tonight. Some sense of where this is all going.
We're not going to count them out just yet. There's always a chance.
Absolutely.
So I guess we will find out. But tonight is going to be a fun night because we are going to have two crossroads.
Two votes! Two for the price of one! I love it!
Yeah, so it'll definitely be interesting to see how they navigate this, if they catch on to the fact that this is happening. We'll see how it goes.
Who knows? I'm excited to see how Robbie and Simona clean up whatever residue of a mess there may be from trying to target Jack with specifically Lady K. I'll be interested to see if they're able to work that out.
Yeah, absolutely. But I think if anyone can clean up a mess using their words, it's Robbie.
Oh my God, he gives you that face, that I'm sorry face.
Whatever
Man,
you did to me, I forgive you.
I whatever you did. Oh, you ran over my dog. It's all good. It's all good, Robbie. Like, just gives you those sad eyes, and it's like, what can I trust you with now, my guy?
My social security number, my bank password, have it.
And the keys to my house? Like, please. Here you go.
Yeah, so we'll see how that goes. But let's not waste any more time with us. Let's see what these guys have going on over at camp.
If you don't bring your A game in Expedition Online, go to the back of the class. We don't have time for you.
How did I know that was gonna happen?
Because David told Lady K, and Lady K told Jack right before we went to vote.
Why would he tell everybody the vote? That's not smart Survivor play. Like, what are you doing?
And then he used 3 extra votes, like he literally blew, like, if
How
he
many
didn't
extra
tell-
votes did he use?
He used 2 extra votes, and plus his one, he had 3 votes, blew them. Like, bro, what are you doing? Why did you tell, I told y'all, I said,
Hold on, Lady K didn't use an extra vote?
Lady K didn't use an extra vote, that was all
Oh
David.
my God.
Lady K still has our extra vote, and she still has Jenny and Jack. I told y'all, he's going to get voted out last round by Lady K. It's like, what are you doing telling Lady K the vote? Like, I literally told them it cannot go to Lady K or Jenny.
So David used 2 extra votes.
Yes, and I told him not to. I said, you don't have to because we have 5 votes here. It's just so frustrating to me that he did that. And listen, it gets worse. It gets worse. So listen, on top of him telling Lady K the plan, he blew his advantage. So it's like not only did you tell Lady K the plan, you used our one hope for future rounds so that you could be compassed, like the votes could be compassed, like
If he's telling the whole party to vote Jack and he thinks it's going to be the majority, there's no reason to use 2 extra votes because you already have the majority.
and it's like, do you think the more votes you put, like the compass doesn't cancel them out? It's not like the more the merrier. That's even worse.
It's a laugh, but like, bro, what are you doing?
If anything, use the 2 extra votes and put them on Lady K if you're going to do that. That way, it could have tied, 3-3, and then we could have just voted Lady K out on the revote. But
Yeah.
like, I don't
Yeah.
know. It was just like very.
Yeah, but let's move on. We're in the final 8. I'm not writing your name down anytime fucking soon. If you like Simona, I like Simona. Like, so let's keep it going. I still think we have enough to be okay.
Here's the thing: at some point, Simona and Randy are going to have to be split up. But I feel like right now we need their vote.
Are they that close? David is creating himself to be a huge target, using extra votes, being salty after Crossroads. Dude, you have to keep your emotions in check, even if you're upset. You can't tell the whole party what you're doing at Crossroads, dude. Come on. This is Survivor 101. What are you doing?
I've been able to pick up on his tells pretty well at this point, and I kind of had a feeling that he was going to tonight, and I was like, fuck it. I'm gonna use my advantage anyway. I don't care. So I put 3 votes on him in total.
Did Lady K use an extra vote?
Lady K told Jack.
Let me explain to you. So the 11 votes, it was either going to be you or Jack. So I was like, I'm not voting for Lady K, but I will vote for Jack. So the plan was David had 3 votes.
Yep.
Mike, Madison. So that's 3, 4, 5.
That was it. David told me. But I'm so frustrated because we have the numbers. Why are we not sticking with the freaking numbers?
I messed up here. I did vote Jack there. I was like,
I'm just fussing at our group. Like, we have the freaking numbers. Like, without pulling out compasses, without me pulling out extra votes, what are we doing?
right.
We're twirling away playing match to match when we don't have to strategically.
No, you're right.
I guess I'm missing it. Like, I'm for the life of me, I'm not understanding. Even Simona, like, I'm just not understanding what are we thinking as a group if we have the numbers. Even with his 3 votes that he told everybody about, he told me. And even if I was the extra vote, he told me that he had 3 votes against Jack. That's still only 5 votes. Like, we still had the 6. I don't get it.
I messed up there, and I want to know how can I make it up with you. Listen, the 6 is what I want to know how I can make it up with Lady K.
Yeah, no, so I'm frustrated, right? But I don't think it's
as
never
you
a
should be.
makeup moment. Like, I think it's just like everybody plays their vote the best way that they can play their vote every night. So I can't be angry or upset. I mean, I think I can be frustrated, but I'm not mad. I'm just like, in my mind, in my logic, like, the numbers were there. So it made no sense for us to have to expose Jack's compass when we could have used that again when we needed it to get us 4 closer, meaning me, you, Jack, and Jenny.
What scared me is how much Jack was telling David. David knew that his name. David said, my name was out there. I know that Lady K started it. I said, well, who told you that? And he was like, Jack told me. Jack also told me that Jack has a compass. Like, those 2 are working very closely together, and I felt like Jack was trying to keep people outside of our 6 close enough to him by oversharing way too much. I was like, can I trust Jack? Is Jack ever going to truly work with me? Like, when we get down to 6, am I just a throwaway for Jack? Or would Jack screw me over at 6 or at 7 and bring Dave because he clearly trusts David. Like David knew exactly what was going on last round.
I'm so frustrated. I'm just frustrated
David
because
knew he was going to be the vote and everything. And I said, "How did you know that?" He was like, "I trust Jack. Jack told me."
I mean, I feel like people should see Jack and know that he's impulsive and know that you can't peg him and know that you can't put him in a bag. But what we also know is that David does not like him. So why don't we use that? Why are we
Right.
not using those things?
Right.
Logically, it doesn't make sense to me. We get to the 6 and then we eat ourselves apart.
Right. I think my fear is thinking about where do I fall in that 6?
We don't back on Lady K. Back on Lady K. And this can be my dumbness, my being too I have been called the too loyal player. That I take all of that into heart. But I honestly don't think that we have a marching order within the 6. Get to the 6 and then bite each other toes off. Unless the other people are there strong twos? Yes. My strong two that I clearly see are Randy and Simona. So if you tell me who I want out first, it's Randy or Simona. Then the rest of us, I feel like I've walked this game with all of you guys from jump.
Here's the thing, though. People are talking about trying to split you and Jenny up. Everybody sees you and Jenny as a duo. Like they want you and Jenny out. Not you and Jenny. They said if Jenny wins, Lady K. If Lady K wins, Jenny. Like that was the whole like contingency. I'm not voting for you.
So like this is the thing. Like in my mind, I don't see how they will put me and Jenny over me and you over me and Jack. How are they doing it? How are they splitting hairs?
I mean, where do you think Jack is at with the 6? Do you think Jack is? I mean, I don't know if it even makes sense for him to even want to work with the 6 anymore. I'll be. It was me and Simona that voted for him.
Right. So now I will have to say would I want to?
That's a valid question.
Like, can I trust? Like, I don't know.
And
but that's the moment. Let's be honest, Rob, because we getting down to it. So we're starting to talk pair twos, and I'm out of the conversation to get my final 2 because I haven't solidified my final 2.
Right.
And we know that Simona or Randy are final 2. Does Simona trust you as much as she trusts Randy?
I mean, I think at this stage in the game, Simona has to trust me because she don't have very many allies. So I don't think that she's going to withhold. Like maybe Randy knew about that compass. I didn't know about it, but I still think that Simona will tell me where she's voting, if that makes sense. Like Randy probably knows where she's voting.
She was voting for Jack.
She told me Jack right before we went. Like I talked to her before, like right before we went. Yeah.
You have to understand that people are gonna bring you stuff, but maybe they. I don't know. I think I'm playing this game wrong. Like I'm just being too loyal. Like I'm just being too loyal. Like I'm thinking like we said what we said. We're sticking to it, and I hear the conversations. Like I clearly heard David. You know, like I heard him, but I'm like I'm talking to you. I'm going to entertain the conversation, but everything that you bringing me, I'm holding for the group. I'm not buckling to it.
Right. So again, my question to you is, how can you and I move forward?
Robbie, listen to me. I'm not mad at all. I'm here another night. We're both here another night to move further. This vote happened. What's the next vote to get us further on?
Right.
Like I think this game has proved to us like even the 6, we can't even predict that. So next, like what's going to get us to the next vote and not send you home or not send I home?
Right.
So I'm not, I promise you, I'm not angry. I'm not upset. I just think that we need to strategically think like how do we move these pieces? Like, what's next? How do I get my neck out of hot water? You know, you've been working the other side of the cast more than I have. Who do I need to talk to? What do I need to say? But we're good. I promise. I'm going to get back into the chest. I'm going to clear up the name, and we're going to make it to the finals.
I voted Lady K because, one, I know you're a fucking beast. And two, I was like, dude, I didn't want to vote you. I told you I'm not voting you. And
I appreciate that.
I think at least one vote, us sticking together, like actually just me, you, because here's another thing. Me, you, and Lady K are the last team coach.
I'm making some moves. I'm being friendly with a lot of people, but I'm making friends with Robbie, getting slowly in with Simona. I proved a lot of loyalty to Jack at Crossroads today. I really wanted to go with Lady K from the start. I think she's a big threat. I didn't want to do it fully. I want to build trust with Robbie and Simona to make them that I'm with them. But I also promised Jack that I wouldn't put his name down tonight. If I put his name down tonight, I would have never worked with him again. So I knew that they would probably have enough numbers for him to go home because of the extra votes.
Things got crazy. I don't know. I really don't know what this means for me going forward. I feel like my days are very much numbered here now as a result of tonight. But yeah, don't tell me the door is closed, Jack. I already fucking slammed the door in your face. Were you too oblivious to notice that? Even if he outlasts me, he will not outclass me.
Now I'm at the point where, in order to stick it to David and make sure that his jury vote has a chance to go to me, he needs to go without me playing a compass. If I can get that done,
I'm pretty sure that I can damage control with Jack being like, I knew you had a compass. I assumed Lady K was going to tell you. Bold assumption, I know. I would never have voted for you if you didn't have a compass. I'm a little bit worried that Lady K questions my commitment to the 6th, though, like, I am committed.
No, 100%. I think it was a good vote for us because while it did kind of separate us from the 6th some, it still helped us build trust with people like Mike, like David, and potentially Madison. If I don't think she'll be too bitter at us. We did vote with
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Listen, if I go deep with the 6 eventually is going to have to come after each other, right? We're literally doing the dirty work of Lady K and her 2 minions to set Lady K up to win this game. And I'm not here to play Lady K's game. I'm not here to make jury. I wasn't here to just make rendezvous. If I'm going to play this game, I'm here to win this game. And that's on that.
Hello and welcome everyone to Expedition Online Monteverde. It's day 11. We have 8 explorers remaining. Now let's get right to it because we have a long night ahead of us as Expedition is winding down quickly. Up first, we have an exemption challenge. Zip lining with howler monkeys. All right, the winner of the exemption challenge will be safe at the upcoming crossroads and will win a reward, which is a signed photo of Ethan Zahn. They can either keep it, gift it to another player still in the game, or one of the 2 members of our jury. So that is a decision that they will make afterwards here in front of everyone. All right, so we have David, Jack, Jenny, and Lady K up first. We are starting in 3, 2, 1, go! All right, a very creative challenge created by our challenge coordinator, Jess, as they have to slide that ping pong ball down and try to land it inside that
Your
cup.
second hand needs to be in the air.
Ooh, Jess shouting out some instructions there. Now, David did land that first ball. Lady K real close to her cup. She has landed the first ball. Lady K has a little one there. I suspect daughter. Could be wrong. Probably wondering what's going on. Cheering mommy on, maybe. Advantage. Oh, but Jack has completed as he lands his 3rd ball there and has won the first heat. Ooh, Lady K finishing right afterwards. I seen that, Lady K. Coming through strong. Unfortunately, just after Jack. All right, our second heat consists of Mike, Randy, Robbie, and Simona. All right, starting in 3, 2, 1, go. Remember, let's keep that one hand in the air. Robbie lands his first ball real quick. Oh, we got Mike landing his first ball. I think Simona landed hers. Yep, she's just signaling me. Let me know. Thank you. Randy. Oh, just hops out for Randy. Mike in and out. Everyone having trouble with that second one as the line gets a little bit longer, so a little harder to control there. Randy just rims out. Looks like Robbie's onto his third cup here. Oh, Robbie in and out. Mike close to his second one. Ooh, just drops the cup over.
7 straight.
Oh, Randy hits his first one, getting a little momentum maybe. Mike in and out. Robbie has finished. Robbie has completed, and we'll be moving on to our final round as we have Jack and Robbie facing off for exemption and the signed photo of the one and only Ethan Zahn. Starting in 3, 2, 1, go. And they are off, both winning their heat. Now here for the all-important exemption. Jack hits his first one right away. Looks like Robbie hit his as well. They're both right onto their second cup. As now they've gotten a little practice here. This could be a speed round. Can't be any closer than our competition the other day where we actually need to go to the overtime. Robbie having a little trouble getting started on the second ball. Jack going for his second attempt here. He has hit it. Jack has hit his first two, just needs to get that third cup to get that all-important exemption going into tonight. Robbie has hit his second cup. We are down to a last cup here. Next cup wins. Jack's got it lined up, dropped, and it is good. Robbie, unfortunately, seconds late as Jack has one exemption. And, of course, the signed photo of Ethan Zahn. All right, Jack, so I told you before the challenge, but I'll reiterate again. You can either keep the reward, you can gift the reward to another explorer in the game, or you can gift it to one of the jury members. What are you going to do?
I'll give it to Simona.
All right. Simona will be receiving the signed photo of Ethan Zahn. All right. So you guys will have 1 hour of strategy time. I will see everyone at the crossroads at 9:45. Jack has exemption. Cannot vote for Jack this evening. Everybody else is up for desertion.
Robbie, have you heard who the vote? Have you heard who the vote for me was?
No. I assumed it was Jack.
No, for me? No, the vote for me was Jenny.
What?
The last person I expected to be a fucking liar in this game. Why not throw a vote on Mike? Like, what? It just doesn't make sense. And then she lied about it, and like I was very confused working out theories, and she had her normal, oh, yeah, maybe. Yeah, you're right.
Hey guys, I will say this right now. The way I'm looking at this game, I think us three are tight, and we're only getting down to the numbers. Let's say we're all here tomorrow. Who's else is really running this game right now? In my mind, it's Jack, Lady K, and Jenny. And
those three
Jack
has to go tonight. Period.
Yeah.
Jack is trying to pull in. Jack's trying to pull in Randy as well. So they're trying to get the numbers. I think David would vote for us with us. He's been a huge wild card.
I mean, it's gonna be hard, right? Because I mean, the good news for the three of us is last night Jack made it very clear he's coming for David today. That may not end up being true. However, it'll like those votes hopefully will be going to David and not any of us three. Which will make David inclined to vote with
us. Yeah.
Would Lady K use an extra vote tonight?
Potentially, if she feels in danger, is what I'm thinking.
Which would mean that we need Randy, which I think is plausible. I think it's plausible.
What I was thinking is if we threw Lady K as a decoy, in case Jack, I think Jack and Lady K are close. If we
need to keep an eye out for a compass clue, by the way.
Right. If we threw Lady K out as a decoy and voted Ginny tonight, would Jack potentially compass for Lady K?
Potentially.
Potentially. Honestly, Robbie, I think you make a great point.
Especially because she told him last night to play it. I feel like he'd be inclined to like repay that kind of.
So Robbie made a good point. Lady K ended up telling Jack to play his compass last night because he heard about the votes. Robbie, you said that a couple nights before they're close. I think we need to weaken Lady K, which will eventually be tied to weaken Jack. So a person like Jenny, who's very loyal to Lady K, is also very loyal to Jack. So if we cut off the head of Jenny,
I like Mike a lot as a person. We're both from Connecticut, but I will vote him if I have to. I genuinely.
I don't want to vote Mike either, but if that's where it needs to go. So I'm going to hop in the trees and see if anyone wants to join.
Sounds good. And we'll see.
Everyone's target is Jack because they are worried about Jack and the advantages that he has found. And like everyone's terrified about Jack and they just want him out of the game. Okay. And everyone feels like we can't get Jack out. So you are his number one. So what I would do is make it known. This is not me telling you what to do. This is just me recommending for your game. And I don't want to personally see you go. I would just, if you can, make it known that you are not his number one.
So this is the bull. So like when we get the crossroads, like I'm at a this is where you get Chaos Lady K. Because instead of just coming to me and saying what it is, like now you're saying me and Jack are number one. Last night it was me and Jenny are number one. It's me. I haven't been dishonest to anyone in this game. Do I have a final two? No. But do I want to out?
It was a 6. It was a final 6. Like that's what we had.
Who's saying like the frustration to me is like we all calm down. The frustration is we can't even pitch number 2 yet. It's still 8 people in this game.
Still got a long way to go.
So I don't play that way. Maybe at 4, maybe at 5, but it's still 8 people in this game. It's going to be a long night tonight. I can almost guarantee you it's going to be one crossroads and we'll see another one probably because of the hints that kept coming all night. Like it makes absolutely
no sense. What were the hints you were talking about?
They just told us to get more supplies.
It's going to be a long night.
Soon as Jonathan got on, he said it's going to be a super long night and we're going to go into this first crossroads.
Double elimination. Wow, I didn't. Lady K. No, I would just make it known that you are not his number 2. I don't think anybody wants to see you go. Honestly, like I just think everyone is so terrified about Jack. Yeah. And that's all I'm hearing is Jack, Jack, Jack. Well, now we can't do Jack, so whoever goes home tonight, the only reason they're going home is because Jack won the exemption. So I don't know. I don't even feel safe. I'm kind of trying to hit everyone and trying to listen to everybody's story and stuff like that. But I'm, like I said, after last night, I was completely on the outs. I voted Madison and she did go home, but like, I didn't know Jack was receiving all those votes.
I am not investing that much time into thinking what other people are doing, to be honest, because it's so variable and we don't have enough time to really like get used to what people's patterns are. It's not even worth it to like try and like hypothesize. I don't know, but
I've told people like this is kind of like the doors closed and all that, and like so unless everybody else is flipping their tune and doing something and me just voting you would be a rogue vote or whatever. That's kind of where I'm at right now. But I'd rather just tell you where I'm at right now rather than be like, I don't know. I haven't heard anything.
Those two are not getting along. David and Jack are not getting along right now.
No, I don't think so. I think that's going to be the drama. Oh, and that's okay. But yeah, I mean,
I don't know where to go.
I don't either.
Lady K is asking if the 6 is still together. I'm like, I think the game blew up last night, to be honest with you. I think we're down to 8 people.
Right.
And so it's really getting down to who you trust. I don't want to send anybody home. Like that was my first thought. Like sitting down to like talk strategy tonight, I was looking at everyone and I'm like, okay, who am I voting for?
Right.
And I was like, I don't know. And I don't want to throw out a name because I feel like no matter what name I throw out, it's going to get back to them. So
Right.
it's like I have zero idea, honestly, who to
Right.
go for.
Well, Simona, Randy, David, and I were talking about right now, Fishback has the numbers. That's the only thing. There's only 3 of them left. Obviously, we can't go for Jack, but I mean, it's something that
between Mike and Lady
kind of
Yeah.
big-
I don't want to write David's name down. I know his name's been an option. I don't want to.
Okay.
So I was thinking
No,
Mike
I
or,
don't want to vote
Mike
David,
or
no.
Lady K.
I'm like,
That's who
I was thinking
thinking.
Mike. I'm like, I don't care. But yeah, David, no. Sorry.
Yeah.
But
I
do
mean,
we
if
go
we're
for
oh, you
Mike
go.
I was just gonna say I think Mike is better at challenges than Lady
That's
K.
what I worry. Like, I the secret
Well, is
challenge.
it something to worry about? Because we're gonna need somebody to beat Jack.
Exactly,
Someone's gonna have to beat Jack. I'm not saying Mike is a challenge god, but like
right.
Someone's gonna have to beat Jack. I don't know if Lady K can do it, but Mike can.
I don't know.
If you play 3 correct idol plays, you should be happy. Come on now.
And he just escaped what, a double? David had what, 2 or 3 extra votes that he put on him?
2 votes on him. Is David saying a name tonight?
I haven't talked to David. I've heard from the rumor mill that since he can't get Jack out, he's trap shooting me. Because Jack's right hand person. So
That conversation with Jenny and Randy, at least for me, I also had a conversation with Jenny and Randy. The idea was like Lady K is the decoy and Mike is the target.
Oh, yeah, I heard that from Jenny too.
Yeah. Because we were talking Fishback. And then the conversation with Mike and Robbie was Lady K as the decoy and Jenny as the target. I haven't talked to Lady K. I haven't talked to Jack. Randy outright said, I don't want to vote David tonight in front of Jenny, which I knew he wasn't going to want to do. I think he's pretty, I think he really likes you.
Well, I will literally only vote for Jenny, Lady K, and maybe if it comes down to someone either kicking me out or staying, Mike, but
No. In my mind, Lady K, Jenny, or Jack needs to leave tonight. Jack's not an option.
Right. If I hear your name for whatever reason, I will take this off, so that will not be read anymore.
Okay.
And I will not put it back on until the night is over after the vote has occurred.
Okay. If I hear your name, I'll put my hair up.
Okay, sounds good.
Though I think it's likely I'll hear your name, to be frank.
Only put your hair up if you genuinely think I might have.
Right. Like if you're going home. Okay. Yeah. No. I haven't had a chance to talk to Robbie one-on-one. So the only conversation I had with him was with Mike.
Okay.
So I don't know what page he's really on, but I'm telling you, I am truly on the page of one of those 3 needs to go. Respectfully to Mike, I see him as an asset and not a threat at all. So and if we don't make a move tonight and Lady K gets through another day with her extra vote, we're just fucked.
Yep. And we don't have to tell Simona or Randy if we don't want to. We can let them think we're going for, well, I guess if they already think David, it's probably going to be between the two of you guys, I guess, no matter what. Oh. And I don't have a compass. I would let you have a compass, honestly, if I had one, any of you guys. I wish I did. But
I don't know how they find these things.
I don't get it either. I can't even find a clue hardly.
I mean, there's 3 people who have not worked together really the entire game that no one's going to expect is working together.
I agree. And if we're all down, we really can shake up this game and break up a possible. So the way I look at it is this right now. I think there's a couple groups of people that are really tight. And to be dead serious with you, and just putting it out there, but it really is Lady K, Jack, and Jenny. Those 3 are really attached to the hip. I think they're good people. I have nothing against them. But if we make it to the final 7, that's 3 people who have been pretty much controlling the votes the whole time. And Lady K has an extra vote. So if we could break up those alliances with us 3 strong, with people that if us three say really strong and we already have some other people to make moves, we now take the control over that threesome with an extra vote. You know what I mean?
Here's my concern. I agree with everything you just said. So it's got no concern with what you just said. My concern is, would Jack play a compass for someone else, or do we think he's so hot, like confident in the head? Because I'm nervous about him playing it for Lady K.
Right. I'm not sitting here like, okay, Jack's safe tonight, but how do I make sure I can get him out tomorrow?
No, I'm just saying, like, I think
I do think that's a thought process other people could have, but like, I'm not on that page.
I appreciate it. I mean, all I'd like to know is just, like, honestly what you're thinking, like, because if it's not David, I'm not sure who, but I just want to kind of like know what your thought process is right now.
Yeah, I mean the names so I was talking to Jenny and was it Randy or David? Randy. And they'd previously talked to David and they were kind of saying maybe Mike, if not David. But I don't really see a ton of like point in that personally. Yeah, so that's like the only main name that I've heard. My assumption is that Lady K's name will be out there just because it's kind of been out every night. I don't think there will be traction for that. Of those names, I think David's obviously the smarter, feasible choice.
I think so too. And again, even if like, if I did have like some super secret, like under the smoke plan or whatever, I'd be even deeper in the fucking hole.
What if we go along with the Lady K plan? And we can pitch her name, that's who we're going with. And if it gets back to her, it doesn't matter. Because then us three could go with Ginny.
We don't even have to push the whole Lady K. Like, we could just kind of keep it a little concerning for all three, because if we make it obvious Lady K, Jack is smart enough to be like, dude, I think Lady K might be the decoy. Let's if he's going to use a compass, I don't think he would use it on Jenny, but
she said David still.
That is what I want to do
tonight. Okay. I mean, and that's if she plays her extra vote, we have 5. And we don't even need to really recruit anybody else. I mean,
Robbie, would you be down to do that?
I would. I blew up my spot last night listening to David and all that. I let David get in my head and I shouldn't have, so I'm willing to do that tonight.
Yeah.
Okay. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I think David is a little too messy for my liking. So
he kind of flat out lied to me too and told me what to do at last minute, and I was like, "Wait, what?" And it just didn't seem right. So.
Do we need Randy's vote, or should we just? Oh, I think we're good without it.
I did talk to Randy. I did talk to Simona. I think they know that I am trying to get rid of David. I've been like, "Hey, I want to do David," so it might be a good idea.
Yeah,
I want to go fill Randy out and see what he's thinking, and then I will let y'all know.
Robbie, we have not had a chance to speak. I've been so concerned. I'm like, there is no way that Robbie still believes that him and I are like tight like this, because we just have not like spoken like together all week. And I'm like, he probably thinks I'm doing it on purpose, which is not true. Like I've meant every word. You have my trust 100%. If you want to hear everything I'm hearing tonight, I'll tell it to you.
Yeah, you're living your best Denzel life. I'm okay with that. And one thing about me is we don't have to talk if we're good. We're good. I trust you unless you give me a reason not to. That's why I told you, wanted to fill you in on the what I thought was actually happening last night, so that you weren't left out of the loop, because that would have been shitty on my part. You know what I mean?
I've been telling everyone that I was left out on the loop. And when talking to like Lady K and stuff, when she was like talking about the vote, I said, I'm like, well, if you think about like a couple people flipped last night. So I think like some people have the understanding that you and Simona might be close, which I'm shocked, but I have not heard your guys' name tonight. I thought someone would be throwing out your name because you guys flipped to Jack or whatever. I have not heard your guys' names at all. I've heard David's, which I don't want to vote David. Like,
yeah, I don't either.
And then, what were you going to say?
Did you get it? What did you talk with David and Mike about?
David and Mike, we spoke about who to vote for tonight, and we're torn between Jenny or Lady K.
So
is where they want to go with it.
Right.
But we're getting to the point where I want to know if we're still staying 3 strong and then eventually 2 strong here. If we're still staying at that point, like, where do we go in the game? Like, that's why I really want to room with you guys, because we're getting down to the nitty gritty. There's been talk about a double
tonight.
Yeah, crossroads tonight, because we still got the spoon in the bowl, which we did nothing with. So they might be a very quick crossroads and then go right into another one. So I just want to know, like, if we look at us 3 and the 5 other remaining players, what would be best for us 3? And then for us 2, I think what would be best for us 2 is to take that 3 until very end.
Right. Right. No, I agree 100%. I think what we have to start thinking about is the numbers will be down to 7 after this crossroads, and we have 3, which is almost majority.
And I think David would vote with us.
I think David would vote with us as well. He does seem down for it. I think where I worry is, like, after last round, will David fuck it up somehow? Like, I feel like
I'm
David
worried about
really screwed up.
I'm worried about David's relationship with Mike.
Right.
And if he goes back and tells Mike, Randy, Simona, Robbie,
yep,
that's enough to get everyone to, that's enough for them to say, okay, they're going to the final 3 together.
Right.
We got to get one of them out. And I think we've done a great job. I don't think anyone's pointing fingers. I think you have some people's ears. Simona has some people's ears. I have some people's ears. Like, as far as I know, Lady K still really trusts me because I voted with them, like you said last night. And I think we're in a great position that if someone's names come up, if we're just honest with each other, the 3 of us, we will find out if one of our names are coming up. I think we have a cover of the entire game. I think we're all playing a master game socially right now.
Right.
Do we go with the easy vote in Ginny?
I think as of right now, what I know from what Lady K said, Lady K is going to play her extra vote tonight.
I'm just going to tell them I'm voting with them. Lady K and Jack. I already told them I'm voting David. David said he was fine with it.
Right.
If they come to you, you can say Randy's voting David.
I talked to Randy. Randy seems to be on board of making a move tonight. Obviously, the only thing I'm concerned about is he true to Jack, Lady K, and them? But he did sound like this is a point in the game where we can make a move. He was talking to David. Like, I don't think anyone knows, like, me and David are talking, and me and Randy really haven't either. But and I think he's just ready to make a move tonight. So we really because even if they use an extra vote, it doesn't matter. It's 5-4.
Right. Randy is definitely not writing David's name down, as far as I can tell. I think I am very much on board. I do agree that I think we're good. Lady K really thinks it's her. Like, she jumped in here and she was like, what can I say to you to get you to not vote for me tonight?
She's going to play her extra vote tonight. It's 100% fact.
Yeah, which is why we need all of our numbers. We need our numbers.
All of the numbers. And this is the one vote that we really need to come out successful.
Lady K did bring up that she thinks tonight might be a double. I don't know if that's true. Her point was pretty good, though.
To blow her extra vote and potentially a compass if another one is out there, because I don't think Jack is willing to let Lady K go.
I don't think so either. Yeah. So I think I'm okay weakening that group and getting Ginny out. I did say that Jack can only play his items for a few more rounds. We're getting down to the end of it, and most compasses, as far as I know, are only good until like the final 5 or the final 6. So he's running out of time to play his trinkets. I don't think it's a bad thing to take Jack a little farther. David hates him. He already said if he's on the jury, he will not vote for him. He doesn't care who's sitting next to him.
Why not shoot at Jack again? I don't have nothing to do with, I haven't got a compass yet. Jack told me that you told him that you had a vote.
How did he learn that he was receiving votes last night? Because afterwards I had a very intense conversation with him right towards the end of the night last night, and I said that, oh, Lady K was the one who told you, and he did not say no repeatedly. I said it multiple times. He did not deny that information. You told him that he had votes?
I did not.
Okay.
I didn't even know I was getting votes last night.
I didn't know you were getting votes last night either. My entire plan last night was Jack. I literally, you were not in my.
When we get down to the final 7, taking Lady K or Jack out, is that the right move? Or would it be smart to take like Mike out? Because Mike's the only reason that I'm worried about David.
I talked to Lady K and she was basically like, she told me how you and Robbie talked to her after last night's vote, and she was saying how like, oh, I never told David that I was voting with him. She did. Also, have you talked to Jack? Because if not, you probably should, because he's by himself.
No, I did. I was just with him.
And then we just sit in awkward silence because we don't have anything to say to each other. It's really weird.
Yeah. No.
I think if Mike's not here, David's got us
nowhere to go. Yeah.
Yeah, I think David would be 100% with you, me, and Simona if Mike's not there.
Right.
So like that's where I'm like
totally
kind of
down for that.
Yeah.
Totally down for that.
And I've kind of, if you hear about it, I kind of have something going with them called, what did I call it? Positive vibes only. I'm trying to build trust between David and Mike and say, look, no one's going to expect this group. Like, we can go to the end together. I just don't want you to freak out if you hear that, because I've been down with this since day one. Nothing has changed on my end. No matter what here. Yeah.
Truly, I trust you.
No, 100%. Like, this group, imagine how cool it would be if it's a final 3, imagine how cool it would be. We don't see it on any game like this anymore. You, me, and Simona going all the way to the end together. And then one of us winning, I could care less who wins at that point. One of our charities gets the money. Yeah. And then if it's a final 2, we've had our plan since 1. I would have been 4th one out if you went with Simona and Holden. So I owe everything to you, and I'm, like I said, moving forward. I do think we need to break up and like chat to some other people about what the plan is. But I'm down for that plan, and just know what we've had since day 1. I'm still here, man.
I love that. I love that.
Robbie, I love you.
Let's break up. Are we good? Are you good for like Ginny first, and then I'm more than okay with Mike second?
Yeah, I want to pitch that plan to Simona if you get the chance to speak with her, because I think that might be the best. If you have a better idea, let me know. But I think that might be the best thing moving forward.
Oh boy. I don't know about Mike leaving second. I don't know how much win equity Mike has, and I would sit next to Mike and Jack.
Anybody else you feel like that you really truly trust right now?
It's you and Lady K. Like that's
It's
all
me.
I got.
It's okay,
Like
that's-
that's literally like the 100% you two. That's it.
That's all I
Like,
keep saying too. Yes. 'Cause
Everyone
once-
else has been like,
Right.
oh.
And once we can get to like 6, we're gonna be a lot safer. Like we
Yeah.
really will. If
I
we
don't think
can,
anyone will let us get there.
oh, it's just so hard. Oh,
Yeah.
it is so hard.
Randy. What's up, bud?
Randy.
Oh, so
Yeah.
the plan, from what I know,
Okay.
is David, correct?
Okay. That's what we've heard.
Yes,
Okay.
that's
If
There we go.
anything, that buys the 6 another day,
Yes.
and it gets us to the 7,
Right.
and then we can figure out.
honestly
tearing
fair.
it
Like we've been doing like the most like
Yes.
inadvertent way to get to 6
I
to
know.
7, but we
And
kind
then-
of
and
I
they're
know.
still here, and then we can figure out scratching and clawing and
Yes,
everything.
after,
maybe
yes.
at the final 7 or the final whatever.
Yes.
But from what I've been told and what I've been reassured is David. And
I don't know how deep I want to take David though, just because he's a little messy.
In my mind, my two, like, I'm gonna be honest, I think Jack's like jury management is shit. Like, I think he's a threat in the game. I think if I was on the jury, I would definitely consider voting for him, just because like he hasn't been super polarizing towards me. But I think there could be plenty of people who are like absolutely fucking not. I'm not that worried about him. I am much more worried about a David or an extremely lovable Lady K at the end. Like, I love her, and like that's gonna be a hard day whenever that day is, but it doesn't matter what she does from this point on. If she makes it, like, I'm voting for her. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. I mean, when she started giving that speech yesterday about like her upbringing, I was like, she's not sitting in that. She gotta go. I think she's so apparently because you and I voted together yesterday, people are starting to put you and I as a duo, whatever. So I think she's a person that's good to have around for just like a vote or
a
two,
minute.
because she is always going to be a bigger threat to go in front of us.
Yeah.
Before they try to like split us up or something.
Well, fucking ever. I think she's more of a duo. She's a trio. Like, bye.
These are the groupings, but if we went by like who were on the parties together and whatnot, and you look at it like 3-3,
right?
I mean, it would be like you two, Lady K, and then me, Simona, and Robbie based off parties, like the second
Right.
parties. Jack and I literally saved each other.
Yep.
So why would we feel on the bottom? We know like
Right.
we've supported each other and stuff.
Yep. I was
Simona
and with you. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Exactly.
Yep.
We had a good
Yep.
relationship.
We're all
Simona and Robbie
intertwined.
were
Yep.
they were the ones that kind of flipped, so it looks bad for them, but that looks like those two are together. So that's why I'm like, why would anyone feel on the bottom? Because usually there's someone just tagging along, and I don't feel like there's that in the 6. I feel like someone has someone's back in the 6 at all times.
Right. Yes.
Like, why are we breaking it up? Just make it to the final 6.
Hi, Simona.
We're doing it, right?
We're doing it.
Okay. Fuck yeah. Fuck
Have you
yeah.
talked to David and Mike after we initially talked about it?
I just talked to Mike. Is Randy down?
Randy's down. And we were suspecting it's a double, and Randy wants to take out Mike on the second vote.
Well, I don't. Okay, elaborate.
I think what's making me nervous right now is David in the room with Lady K. Like,
No, she blew the plan yesterday, though. I can't imagine.
As much as I'd love to believe that, I just can't believe this man told her the plan and then proceeds to use his 2 extra votes. It's just like, I'm like, I didn't even ask him his logic because I was like, whatever he says is just going to piss me off because there's no logic.
At the end of the night, I hope we're both here and
I
something
agree.
else can take loose. Jonathan did say it was going to be a long game, so a long
That's
night.
true. That's true.
He said it's going to be a long night. He said it's getting close to the end. He said we have to speed it up. We still got these bowls and spoons around here.
Oh my God. Imagine we get there and they're like, you're doing something with the bowl and spoon.
Are you down to do something together, Randy? Like, do you
Yeah,
want to
no.
make a move tonight? Yeah.
Yeah.
I truly feel really good with you.
Yeah, no,
And
Jack can't make it to the end, by the way. Even though I have like I feel like at this point, and I'm just sorry to interrupt you. I just want to say this. I feel like I have good relationships with everyone, but I'm now getting to the point in the game. I need to find my group moving forward.
Who else could we like try to?
We still have the votes, but if he
Yes.
plays a compass,
I'm banking on the fact that they don't have one. If they do, I think it's crazy. And I think they've played like out of their minds. I really don't think so, Lady K. I really don't. Right? Is it worth it to throw votes?
Yeah, I'm not super threatened by Mike. Like, Mike is one of the few people left in this game where I'm like, I don't care how long he's here. Like, I think I'd be okay. You know? Whereas, like, that's why, like, kicking him out next just worries me a little bit. Like, it just makes me, you know. Yeah, I agree to your point also that, like, if we get rid of Lady K, then, like, who's the number one target? It's like us who's, like, been in the right positions every single time.
Right.
Do you think we have like everybody but David and Mike? If you go, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna be so upset.
So, okay, I want us both to do this at the same time. On a count of 3, think about who you want to go next after Ginny goes. Okay? And then we'll say it at the same time.
Okay.
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 Let's see. 1, 2, 3. David.
Okay. Oh, that's also fine. That's also fine. Okay. I'd be more open to David going next than Mike.
Like, I think Lady K would vote with us to take out David.
Yeah. No, that's definitely, I actually hadn't considered that as an alternative. I'm definitely down with that.
I think if Lady K goes at like, so we'll be at what? We're at 8 now. We'll be at
If it's
6.
a double tonight, we'll be at 6.
If Lady K goes at 6, we make 5, and then we have me, you, and Randy voting together.
That's fucking facts. That's fucking facts right there. Bro, could you fucking imagine? Could you fucking imagine? Okay, so yeah, I'm writing Jenny. I think as long as David hasn't leaked it, we're good.
I want to talk to David real fast.
Yeah, you go talk to David. I need to talk to Randy.
Strategy, and that's why I think that's exciting.
Right. No, I think you're solid tonight. I want to pull this off, and I feel bad because she donated to my charity.
Well, you can be great friends afterwards.
We will be great friends afterwards.
And we will be great friends afterwards. You can stab me in the face in this game, and we'll still be friends. So.
Welcome everyone to the Day 11 Crossroads. We've got 8 explorers left with us today. Jack, after having to use advantage the other night, you come through with the big exemption win. How's it feel being safe?
It feels really good. I've been kind of pulling out all my watches. I think I've ran out of watches at this point of things I can pull out of my pockets. So after winning, especially, after coming close in that last exemption challenge, losing by like a second, it feels really good to finally have one under the belt. And it feels like, hey, I don't have to worry for me. So.
Now, playing an advantage like that can be a bit of a double-edged sword. I mean, it's nice you saved yourself, but also you did pick up the majority of the votes. How did that kind of change your thinking coming into today?
I have picked up, I've played a compass 4 times. 3 of those times I have picked up the majority of the votes. So at this point, I feel like it's kind of like just like a little aside, like you know how they do like the survivor bios, like you could put my name right here and then you could put the gets majority of the votes majority of the time like right under it or something. I'm kind of used to it, but I feel like it's just, there's other people. If it's always me, who's gonna sneak right through to the end potentially?
Yeah, I mean, that's a great point, Robbie. A lot of votes from yesterday's Crossroads are up for grabs tonight.
Is that a question or a statement?
Kind of both.
Yeah, I mean, there's 8 people voting tonight. I'm praying at least 4 of them aren't coming my way. If you sneak 1 and 2 in there, we can be friends afterwards. But I just hope that Jack's legacy does not fall upon me when it comes to getting the majority of votes at Crossroads.
Now, you came real close in that exemption challenge today, like literally seconds. How bad did you feel like you needed that exemption, or were you all right that you didn't pick it up?
Needed it? I don't know. I don't feel safe, so it would have been nice to be exempt. I think I more so wanted it because I'm ass at challenges, so it was like, this is one where I like put the ball on there and the ball started moving. I'm like, oh shit, I kind of got this. So I had hope, and then that hope was just taken away by Jack. So it's okay. Second is the new first in my eyes. I'm proud of my performance, and that's all I can say.
Oh, that's a good attitude to have about it for sure. Randy, we had you in the challenge today. How good did it feel to actually be out there and to be a lot more present today?
Oh my gosh, it feels so relieved. First off, I want to thank everybody for just being patient and not voting me out on a day that I really couldn't participate. I wouldn't have blamed you, but I am so happy to be here, and it was like the monkey off my back. I'm back. I can actually speak to everyone and not really have to rush, and it felt good today to get back and just kind of see. I wanted to win exemption solely on the fact that I could feel safe tonight and just not talk strategy. I don't even care if I voted the right way. I just wanted to be like, yo, how have you been? What have I missed in your life? But obviously because I'm not exempt, I had to make sure that it's not my butt on the chopping line tonight.
Does it worry you at all that you've missed some crucial time? Now you made a lot of it up, but you did miss some crucial time that maybe that might come back to bite you in the butt a little bit later on?
Oh yeah. I think it will. I'm getting worried because we're getting down to the nitty gritty where I think everybody knows that everyone has a tight 2 maybe, and I don't because I just love all these people and I speak to everyone the same way with a positive attitude, and I was very sad tonight. I didn't want to send any of them home, and it's the last I'll bring up of the Randy and Madison gate, but I was still sad Madison went home and I voted Madison. So yeah, we're getting down to the point where everybody is just trying to save themselves, and I've told everyone I still feel like I'm a free agent at this point in the game.
Now, Jenny, we're getting close to the end game here. At what point does the mindset shift to who would I rather be sitting at the end with?
coming into everybody's head, I believe, by now. And you really look at it. You look at, I kind of like, I'm going to go with Survivor token cheats. How, JT took Fishback. He could have took a lesser player. If for some miracle I was in that position, you want to pick somebody that played a great game. And that's ultimately what I think I would do. I wouldn't want the easy way out. I think it would be, you go for the big dog.
Now, Mike, do you feel like you're in control of what's going on in the game?
No, I feel like I have a say in some instances, but to say I'm in control would be an absolute lie, whoever would say that. So I'm just having a positive attitude, trying to find my way in this game, but I think there's other people, no doubt, that are really in good position in this game.
Okay. Now, Lady K, is there anyone that sticks out as being like a universal threat?
Go back to what Jenny said. I'm not sure how everybody would cast their votes, right? Like, you just don't know how people feel. But I'm a player, and whether we like it or not, whether we like how he's played his idols or what he said with those things, Jack is playing a beast game. So, I mean, in the end, like, you gotta respect the moves that he's made. To be able to play those when you need them, like, that's mad respect. And I told somebody my butt's on the line tonight, and I'll never go into a jury being bitter. You go into the jury respecting the people that you've played alongside with. Period. Point blank. That's how I think it should go. But that's just Lady K.
All right, I like that. And Simona, we saw your name for the first time from the rendezvous come up. Were you surprised at all to see your name popped up, or was that something that you were kind of expecting?
I was expecting throw votes, or at least one throw vote, right? So when my name was a throw vote, I wasn't necessarily expecting that I was going to be a throw vote. Yeah, I mean, I was definitely surprised, but I don't think whoever did it, I don't think they meant anything by it. It was probably just in case, or like a, I actually don't know what's going on type of thing, like.
I'd like to get to the vote as quick as possible. So before I do so, if you guys have anything you'd like to add, something that you may think may change the vote in any way, now's a good time to speak up. All right, does anyone have an advantage that they would like to play? One that needs to be played before the vote? Looks like crickets on both ends. Let's get to the fun part. As usual, we'll go in alphabetical order. So, once again, David, lead us off.
Fucking God, I'm praying. Like, I'm literally on a wing and a prayer here. Like,
All right, I'm sure Expedition Online has some tricks up their sleeves. I'm sure there's going to be some advantages playing. Let's hope Randy was on board. Let's hope Robbie was on board. I need a vote to go my way once.
Why do I feel like it's me? I mean, eventually someone's got to see that Randy is playing the game really well socially. So I'm going to be blindsided eventually.
All right, everyone, the votes are in. If you have an advantage that can be played after the vote, now would be the time to do so. All right, I will read the votes. We have 9 votes this evening. Our first vote is for David. Second vote is for Jenny. Third vote is for David. Fourth vote is for Jenny. We are 2 votes David, 2 votes Jenny. Fifth vote is for David. Sixth vote is for Jenny. Our 7th vote is for Jenny. 8th vote is for David. We've got 4 votes Jenny, 4 votes David, 1 vote left. The 9th and final vote this evening is for Jenny. Jenny, I'm sorry you have been deserted here at the crossroads.
Thank you. It was very fun.
As for the rest of you, we're not done this evening. You have another exemption challenge and another crossroads.
Greetings, explorers. Our second challenge of the night is Scoop It On. When Jonathan says go, you will put the spoon into your mouth and you will keep your hands behind your back and use the spoon to scoop up one ping pong ball at a time and place it on the top of each of the 3 cups. Good luck.
All right, welcome everyone to part 2 of day 11. We are at our second exemption challenge of the day. You guys have gotten the rules, you saw the video. Give me a thumbs up if everyone is ready to go. All right, not a lot of time. Let's hop right to it. We are starting the competition in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, this one's quite simple. They just got to get 3 balls on the 3 cups. Lady K and Jack get their first one right away. Moving quick. It's all important exemption challenge up for grabs as we are going right to Crossroads. Lady K has ended this quickly as she is done. This competition's over. Lady K is going to have exemption. Everybody get comfortable. We're going right into the Crossroads. Lady K, wasting no time with that.
I needed that one. I needed it. That is nothing else to say. That I needed that.
Yeah, I mean, that's a clutch performance. Are you known as a clutch performer in your day-to-day life?
Yeah. To say the least. That's when I perform the best. Exactly.
Right on. Now, David, we just saw, picked up a few votes there. How does it feel coming into the Crossroads, not having a chance to go back and have some one-on-one time with your fellow explorers?
I would have been shocked if I didn't get any votes. So I can't say that I'm particularly surprised.
Jack, did you plan for this at all, or what's
No, I mean, I think we all kind of had a feeling that this whole ordeal was going to happen. I think like it was based on the fact that we had a spoon in a bowl, you know, you wanted to get Crossroads done quick, all of that. Like we had an idea of it. So I just have one thing to ask. Lady K, who do you want to vote for tonight? Because I mean, it's me, clearly. So I mean, at this point, we can just vote for someone.
Well, Lady K thinks about that. Randy, this got to be an awkward situation to be in.
Why do you have to throw my name out while there's a lady thinking about who to vote out? The first name you vote out, or the first name you throw out is Randy. She's just going to be like, oh, that's easy. No, sorry, I forgot the question, but wow. I mean, even though we kind of expected this, we did not expect that there was going to be no time tonight. So this is going to be, I'm not convinced that it's going to be Jack, even though
I think it is. I mean, I feel like
you think it is?
I think so. Like I don't have any reason to believe that it's not going to be. If Lady K is immune, exempt, the only person left that was left, left out of the vote is me. So it's reasonable to assume that it could be me tonight.
Mike, I want to make sure that you get a chance to speak up here. What's your thoughts coming into this?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I think we all knew there was going to be another challenge with the bowl and the spoon. Lady K absolutely killed it. It's tough. I mean, who knows? Jack could have another compass. Another person could have a compass. I don't feel like I'm safe. I don't feel like anyone who didn't win besides Lady K safe. So we've seen this game have twists and turns multiple times. This season is full of drama at Crossroads. I think we've seen that. But I don't know. I didn't win, so I could be going home, and I'm nervous about that.
Robbie, how important were the earlier conversations now coming into such a surprise like this?
Very. I feel like, that last conversation you had could have been a game changer in this very moment. And if you didn't have the right conversation, you might be joining the rest of our jury tonight.
Simona, what are your thoughts on all of this?
Yeah, I agree with, I think it was what Mike said, where it was like, we saw this coming, but we didn't know we weren't going to get to talk. Like, I talked to people about the potential of there being a double tonight, but we never really said what we were gonna do because we didn't think we weren't gonna have any time to talk. So yeah, it's stressful. I mean, all I can say is like the people that I like said I wasn't gonna write their names down, I'm still mostly planning like not to write their names down. And earlier I didn't even register Jack as an option until he said himself that he thinks it's him. And so if there's a name that's said, like, I don't know where I'm voting, so if there's a name that's said out loud right now, I would definitely highly consider that name just because I want to be in on the vote.
Yeah, I mean, no one said that you guys couldn't talk about it. You guys are more than welcome to talk about it here.
Oh, I'm sure we know. I'm sure we are well aware. I'll just throw out there, just to put it out in the universe, for everyone thinking about voting Jack, he's either got to play the compass today or the next vote. So have a backup plan if that's what your plan is. I know this. I had some conversations with people, and I hope the people who trust me just know that I have their back.
I'm not going to give a name, but I am going to say the boat is on fire. And what have I been saying the entire time? The boat is on fire. The boat is on fire. We don't let up.
I mean, I to know what that meant.
Jonathan, who are you voting for tonight? I'd like to know that.
You asked me?
Oh, sorry, I asked Jonathan, but hey, if you have someone, Jack, let me know.
I don't know. I mean, I could just make it easy. I think I will, actually. I am not going home tonight. Number 5. So it is reasonable to assume that if those 5 are sticking together again that voted together last vote, they just might as well vote for me again. So I will be playing a compass on myself. So now you guys got to figure it out because it's going to be one of you 5.
I mean, I had one conversation earlier.
With us, or do we go with the other people? Do we go with the liars, or do we go with who said that they were going to be voting with us? What do we do?
Honestly, I think we should go with Mike and David here. I feel like at this point, Randy, Robbie, and Simona have lied to us so many times, and I mean, at least David's like vehemently against me. So maybe there's a chance they consider taking out part of the trio. So David, Mike, do you have any opinions? Because at this point,
yeah, okay, that's what I'm asking. Like David and Mike, would you be willing to vote this trio out? They flipped the vote on us 4 times in a row consecutively.
Can I ask you a question
with you guys?
Yes, David.
Well, this is specifically for Lady K. What was the whole boat burning jump off analogy for? Who was that intended for?
The strong what was supposed to be 6.
I'll say this. Everyone's playing their own game. Lady K, you killed it. You won this. Jack, I don't know how you do it. I'm not even done thinking about how you do it. I'm totally fine with you guys putting it out there and saying stuff, but we could have a live tribal. We could talk like this, but also I think people just need to play their game, vote from what their gut's telling you. Obviously, it's only down to 1, 2, 3, 5 of us. So go with your gut, whatever you think is right.
Mike, I'm just saying.
If you guys, that's fine, and I appreciate you saying my name. I really do. But I don't want to tell anybody to do anything. I respect everyone's game, and people are going to vote tonight what they think is going to benefit their game and their people they're working with. But I'm just saying,
let's say the 3 of them stick together and vote one of you, Mike, or you, David, out tonight. What's to say they're not going to stick together next time, and then they're going to rocks if there's no extra vote, if there's no steal vote, if there's anything like that. So
when did I flip the vote? That's what I'm so confused about.
I'm not saying you did. I'm not saying you flipped the vote. I'm just saying you guys have been vehemently together. You guys, all came from that black party, and you guys have been trying to vote together and stick together. So that's what I'm saying.
We voted differently at that one tribal. They voted for you, Jack, and I voted literally.
And again, you voted together at the last crossroads. So
no, I voted wrong at the first crossroads.
Voted at this crossroads, the one tonight I'm talking about.
Okay, so we voted together one time.
Very much,
okay.
yeah.
I've been quiet for too long. I'm voting for you, Jack, because I'm calling your bluff. I mean, if you have a compass, not much we can do about it anyway, but if you don't have a compass, then good luck on the jury. That's all I gotta say.
That's
And David and Mike, if he's going to vote for one of us three, just vote Jack. It's not going to affect your game. That's the reality.
Tribal.
That's the
Another
reality.
crazy tribal. This is just
My vote is going for Jack. If Jack doesn't have a compass tonight, he's gone. And if he does, then he's going to vote for Randy, Simone, or myself.
And the crazy thing about my game, this, Jonathan, I just need to talk to you. Like, I feel idiotic because I keep saying until the wheels fall off, until the wheels fall off. I know that they have stabbed me in the back over and over and over again, and I'm still looking at their faces saying until the wheels fall off. Like, I am so frustrated at this gameplay that we're doing when we had the numbers, we had the, like, why are we playing like this? Why? I'm so frustrated. I'm so frustrated, and
This is the exact plan we were playing for.
Lady K, Kevon, I totally get you. Like, we have been through hell and back over and over and over again, and it's just, yeah. I mean,
There's no bottom. There's no bottom in the 6. There's no pairs in the 6. It was a 6. It was a strong 6 with no pairs, no matchups. We take them out and we eat each other alive. That was the plan.
But here's the thing, Lady K, and I'm gonna be real with you because I respect the hell out of you. The 6 is beneficial for you because you had Jack and Jenny ready. You had an extra vote. Jack had a compass. It was easy for you to say stick to the 6 because when the 6 came down to it, Randy or Simona was going to get chopped. And then what? We just beg you, like, are you going to cut Jack or Jenny, who you've been with the whole time?
How am I at the top of anything when it's a 6 alliance?
Come on, Lady K. We all knew you were at the top. You are Lady K. Your name is Lady K. You were.
Y'all give me too much. Y'all give me way too much credit. Like I honestly, I haven't won anything.
It's not even just about credit. It's about respect.
That's my first win.
Everybody here respects you as a player, though. Like, you are a force to be reckoned with, and this is all out of respect. So the 6 was cute, but it was not ideal for everybody within the 6, which is personally why I voted for Jenny tonight, because it was like you had your 2 people with Jenny and Jack, and it was easy for you to tell me. I would have taken you to however far, but I knew that I was getting 4th. I came here to play the game, and I don't want
I'll say this, and then we can go to travel. Watch my confession on night 8, and then you'll see where my game was. When we all come up out of this, go back to my confession on night 8 and see how wrong that statement just was.
I am voting. I actually did have some conversations with the people that I trust about our plan moving forward. So that is where my vote is tonight. If we already spoke about what's going to get us to the final 6, that is my plan.
Yeah. And honestly, Lady K, I respect what you're saying. I do. And this is the first time where I've been on the right side of a vote all game. Literally, like, so there's going to be highs and lows in this game. And this is my first high. And I respect where you're coming from. I do. But dude, it's Survivor. You're going to have things would work out and things that you don't. So
let's not get my tone for angry. I'm passionate. And to me, strategically, I think that my alliance have made bad strategic moves.
I mean, Lady K, I'm just gonna say, like, I understand you feel wrong. The last conversation we had was one more day. That was the conversation that we had. It was one more day. And so in my mind, that was what it was for me. Right? And I told you tonight, I said, I am not writing your name down. And I did not write your name down.
You did. I respect that. I respect that, Simone. You did. One more day. You did.
All right, guys. I'm just going to give you guys a couple more minutes. If there's anything else that we want to get to, specifically about the vote, now is a good time to jump to that.
So, Lady K, I want to ask you, are you done with me after this?
The game, I think Mike said it early, the game busts wide open. Like, and I'm going to piggyback off of Randy's. Everybody's free agents now. Like, the game's wide open. It's wide open. I don't have any enemies. I'm just frustrated that just strategically I thought we were going somewhere different.
I understand your frustration. And I know I came at you tonight. It's all love, it's passion on my side. I'm not frustrated or nothing. I got nothing but respect for you.
Same here.
Yeah, I love the enthusiasm. This is the game I love and why I keep coming out and watching. And this has been quite a show. Last Hail Mary, this is it. Anyone have any last words before I get to the vote?
Listen, I feel like I shot myself in the foot right here, but I want everybody to know that if I told you that I'm rocking with you, I'm true to that, and that's that on that.
Stick to the plan that we had. That's all I'm going to throw out there, and I think that's the best thing to say. Stick to the plan.
All right, looks like we've come to a pretty good stopping point here in what has been a electric crossroads. Lots of passion, lots of confusion. Let's see how this is all going to shape up. Let's get to the vote.
I'm going to vote for Jack because I feel like it would almost be humorous if I didn't vote for Jack at this point.
Oh man, I'm the villain of the season now. That's for sure. I made my mark on that part. Randy, Robbie, or Simona?
Yeah, this is like another very tough vote. If Jack's bluffing, he's a fucking genius. Woo! I'm trying to think if the numbers are on Simona. If Lady K and Jack vote Simona, we really need to break up Robbie. If Jack plays his advantage, I still didn't vote for him to keep me and him on a good side.
Oh man, Expedition Online. Dirty play, dirty play.
I should have just shut the fuck up. God, I hope that did not tank my game. I'm going to listen to what Randy said and pray to God that at least Mike and David wouldn't vote for me because they both trust me, and that if Lady K and Jack voted for me, that me and Randy would at least put 2 votes on Mike. So it'd be 2 votes me, 2 votes Mike, wherever Simona's going to vote. And I don't think David and Mike have a plan, so.
Oh man. What a crossroads. What a crossroads. I have to do the thing that I think people are doing. There was no other clear name said, so I have to hope that this regains some trust with people. I have no clue, but I know what I talked about with Robbie, and I can assume what Lady K and Jack are doing, so I gotta hope. I don't think I'm catching votes. I mean, I could be so wrong. I don't think David would write my name down, though. I don't know if Mike would. I don't know about Lady K and Jack, but they clearly didn't have time to coordinate that really, so.
All right, everyone, the votes are in. If you have an advantage that can be played after the votes, now would be the time to do so.
I'm gonna play my compass on myself.
All right, I can confirm that Jack does have a compass. Any votes cast for Jack will not count. It's getting a round of applause. Is there anyone else? All right, let's read the votes. Our first vote is for Simona. Second vote is for David. Our third vote is for Mike. Fourth vote is for Simona. Fifth vote is for David. Our sixth vote is for Mike. We have 2 votes for Simona, 2 votes for David, and 2 votes for Mike. 1 vote left. Our last vote is for Jack. Will not count. We have a 3-way tie.
Holy shit.
So how this is going to work is anyone who caught votes is not going to vote. The other 4 players join me in the voting booth one at a time. You can only vote for Simona, David, or Mike.
Wasted a fucking compass. Fucking.
The expedition gods have smiled on me. Again. Oh, I'm so grateful. Again, I'm sticking to the plan here.
All right, the votes are in. We had 4 revotes. Our first vote was for Mike. Second vote was for Simona. Our third vote was for Mike. And our fourth vote is for Mike. Sorry, Mike, you have been deserted here at the Crossroads and will be joining our jury. As for our final 6, you guys have about 13 minutes to talk things over.
I do not believe that I'm still around. I am honored, I'm humbled, but I do not believe that I'm still around.
I voted for Jack because I just desperately wanted Jack out of here. And he plays compass again. 5 compasses, woo!
And I knew Jack would always find a compass. He's amazing at that. And I mean, that's a player. That's somebody you want to see at the end. Honestly, I know people don't always say that, but he has played an amazing game. He has been voted so many times. I think that's his 5th compass he's played, which is insane. So, I mean, good for him. Like, that's a winner in my mind. Lady K, amazing with talking. She's the best person ever. I mean,
I'm really surprised they went me over David. Maybe because they knew David was more like, take him to the end. You kind of know what he's going to do. He's kind of sporadic. You can take him out. Maybe me, they didn't know what to really think. But I really thought I built trust with Robbie and Randy.
I thought Mike would have been a great person to sit next to at the end. But baby, Mike was saying stuff that was just red flags for me. I don't want to vote you yet. I don't want to vote for you this round. Type, No. I need you to at least fake it and act like you with me to the end.
And with that, we've got a lot to discuss tonight. First Crossroads, pretty easy, pretty cut and dry. Jenny goes home.
Do you think Robbie should have told Lady K about it? Last minute.
I think it maybe would have gained some favor with her for him, but it seems like he's been doing a good job of doing that after Crossroads, and he's had some good explanations as to why.
I agree with that. I think he has enough faith in his social game to I'll be able to fix this. It'll be fine. And he's right. He's an outstanding social player, so he'll have time to clean up the mess, which I think we saw post the second Crossroads. He was doing a pretty good job of.
Surprise! We've got a second Crossroads and a quick challenge with no time to strategize after.
Oh my god, that challenge! I have PTSD from my season of doing that challenge. It was my worst challenge performance by far, which is saying something.
Maybe Lady K can give you some lessons because it's like she's been doing it her entire life.
Yeah, that was unbelievable. Lady K, unbelievable.
Yeah, Lady K smashes the challenge. We go right into Crossroads. A lot of people expected a double vote, but no one thought that there would not be strategy time during it, which leads us to a bit of a live Crossroads. It's interesting because the people who were aligned together didn't fully seem to be aligned on this.
So Mike went home in that second Crossroads. Let's talk about David and Mike in that Crossroads, because I think there's a battle happening, and the tension is rising between Lady K and Robbie. They are going back and forth about threat level, about promises they made to each other, promises that were broken. How are you not in the middle of that saying, hey, Lady K, you want to vote for Robbie? David, Mike, Lady K, Jack. Let's put our votes on Robbie, and there's nothing Robbie could do. There's nothing Robbie could do.
Being passive in that Crossroads was a game-ending mistake.
I was shocked that the two of them didn't say a thing.
David said tonight, I don't hypothesize about what other people are thinking. You have to. You have to in this game if you want to be successful. Once you're down, once things are happening that you were either unaware of or out of your control, you need to get active. You cannot continue to stay passive because clearly that's not working. And they never took what was happening around them as evidence that it wasn't working. And look, David may still make the final 3, but
Yeah, and hopefully that is a wake-up call for David. But it will be interesting to see if David does get to the final 3, what his case for himself will be. The opposite of being passive, Robbie was very vocal this crossroads, and I think it was good in the sense that it got Jack to play his compass, but I think it also has painted a bit of a target on him. Robbie has done a great job, like just schmoozing people and going unnoticed, but I think his name is going to be on people's radar after that.
Maybe this is just the reactive player I am, and you could tell me what you think. Like, should Robbie have finished the job there? Should he have rallied around people getting Lady K out?
No, I don't think that he should have for his own game, because he's the only person who's really a bigger target than he is.
Right, that's fair.
This has been a very eventful day 11. It'll be interesting to see what the next day brings. I'm Jessica Martin. This is John Schneidman. Thank you for tuning in to Expedition Online. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. And if you're interested in donating to the charity prize pot, visit the links in our bio.
And click the bell so that you get notifications when the videos come out.
We will see you guys next time.
I'm voting for Jenny. I think you're a wonderful person.
Man, I'm on the bottom, and there's no saving me except for compass and exemption to the end. I've been targeting you, and you've been targeting me. If I get the strike this night, I mean, props to you. Good player, but you got to go.
I'm going to go David. That's kind of what our alliance has told me, and I'm hoping that that is correct.
I am voting for David, and I'm throwing my extra vote on him as well.
But my vote tonight goes to Ginny.
Let's really hope that my trust is with Randy in this vote. Let's hope Robbie still wants to work with me. I need some freaking numbers in this game. Like Forrest Gump says, hi, Jenny, but we're going to go bye, Jenny. Bye, Jenny. Hopefully this works.
Last night was kind of a shit show, but I don't think I caught backlash. I'd be absolutely gagged if I was blindsided here, but I'm feeling good. So tonight, I'm hoping the vote goes as planned, and my vote is for Ginny. Thank you for the donation to my charity, but at the end of the day, this is a game, and I'm here to play it, so.
If this goes according to plan, everything went according to plan. And I would say that I'm back relatively on top. Maybe in a going soon but not too soon kind of realm. Jenny, you wrote my name down. I'm writing yours.
You know what? Just because we had a connection and just because she's lied to me, I don't know if you can read it, but I'm voting for Simona.
The plan is supposed to be David, so I'm sticking to the plan. David it is.
I think I got to vote Simona. If Jack doesn't go home, me and him are still good. He's going to be down in the numbers. We could work with him. I don't know. I'm just rambling right now. A little nervous about this vote. Simona.
I hope that Simona doesn't write my name down because she seems super nervous that she's not in on the plan, and I hope Robbie got the memo. We talked about this. My vote tonight is Mike, and I hope he knows that.
I'm going to stick to the plan that Randy told me. I have to trust that Lady K and Jack know this plan as well, and that Simona remembers what we talked about. So tonight, I pray that my game is not over because I feel like I was sitting in such a good spot. And if I survive tonight, I have some damage control to do because, baby, that was so messy of me. But with that being said, my vote tonight is for Mike. I'm sorry, Mike. I did want to play with you longer in the game, but I have to, like you said, trust the plan.
I gotta vote for David. I'm so sorry, David.
I am sticking to the same vote. Thanks. Simona.
I have no idea. Okay, I am going to... I'm going to vote Mike.
All right, let's try this again. My vote tonight is for Mike.
Okay, I'm sticking to the plan here, and my vote here is for Mike.
If you haven't already, be sure to like and subscribe, and click on the bell to receive notifications so you don't miss any upcoming episodes or bonus content.
This is what I came up, Shane.
Ooh.
I was gonna hold this up and be like, "Oh, look what my niece made for me."
Yeah,
we don't.
that was cool.
We don't get to use my. I had my niece make this.
Aww.
I forgot what day it is. We're gonna start that over. Are there 8 people left too?
Do I still have to do like a confessional tonight or anything?
Those are always nice to see for the people, for your fans.